Hi, everybody.
Hey there, hi there, ho there.
Wow.
That's my new catchphrase. No, it's not my catchphrase.
No.
I was thinking you have happy house hunting, and I don't have a catchphrase.
Yeah,
and I was like, but at Disney, I could be like, hey there, hi there, ho there, but that's kind of taken.
Yeah, it is.
I was excited about it, and as soon as I started to say it, you're going to make a Yui. We have to make a Yui because why? Because we have a special thing today.
Oh my gosh, today is so special, so exciting.
It's Circus Week.
We're going to the circus.
When the circus! Yeah, we're going to the circus. And
We are going to the circus.
And so we have all the circus stuff for you this today and on Coffee Time, by the way.
I know.
More circus stuff.
More circus stuff. This is really exciting. And why are we talking about the circus, dear?
Because Venardos Circus is here, and they come here every year in December for about 2 weeks.
Right.
And here's the cool thing. So this is the cool thing.
There's the sign.
We have Venardos Circus. You would think someone named Vanardos would be in charge of such a thing, right?
I think, yeah.
So the Ringmaster himself is Kevin Vanardos. You're going there.
Yes, I am.
The Ringmaster is Kevin Vanardos.
Yes.
And he is going to take my seat.
Oh.
I mean, not for the whole drive, but
Oh my goodness.
a little bumpy.
He was not kidding when he said it was bumpy.
But yeah, like and cut across so you don't hit the big thing. But he's right here. We're going. So you see right there. There's the big top. This is like
There's the big man.
This
Big
is sort
top,
of
big
he's
man.
a tall fella. So we're like we're kind of like. And by the way, Amy, pull up and kind of angle that way so the sun's not in everybody's eyes when you come up there.
Right.
But he's here, so I'm going to get out of the car and let him get in the car.
His gray hair's
Yeah, but angle that way. Go that way. It's Kevin.
It's Kevin. Oh my God.
Look, it's like the real guy.
It's like the real guy.
Kevin Bernard.
Like-
hey, you coming right here.
Like the real guy.
See, come on. The Ringmaster doesn't.
Like the...
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Is it right to put the seat back?
Yeah, absolutely. It slides.
It's one of those fancy.
It's sort of fancy. I know. You probably have height issues in cars,
No
right?
worries. No worries here.
Yeah, I have the same problem. I'm surprised that Here, I'll put this back. I'm surprised that I didn't have to move the seat back myself.
Sweet.
Right? Oh,
Because, we
my
both
gosh.
go about, 6'5"?
Yes, yeah. You're not going to kidnap me, right?
No, we're not driving you anywhere, I promise. Oh my
Going to
gosh.
show here shortly.
So, I know we thought about driving you around, but then we figured, there's probably a lot of liability issues there. So we'll just sit tight
So,
and
Amy,
just pretend.
pull forward a little bit that way so the sun gets out of his eyes.
Oh, is it in your eyes?
And then floor it. And then we'll have our own circus.
Perfect.
Now go that way.
That
Angle
way?
yourself that way. There you go.
Is that better?
I'm producing.
Is that better?
It's right on.
Are you
A
sure?
little bit further because the
little
sun's
more.
on my
I was like, I
eyes.
think I just made
There
it
you go.
worse.
Away from the
Just
sun.
like that. There
All
we
right,
go.
I got
Beautiful.
it. You don't have to tell me 8
All right,
times.
we're parked, so I'm just going to move my seat.
Okay.
just-
Oh my gosh. So first of all, we know you're busy, so we're going to make this fast because we are so incredibly
My pleasure.
grateful that you are taking a hot minute to share your story with us. So that is. This is a total circus themed event for us. So you are absolutely so totally perfect for this. So first of all, just tell us kind of how this started, because clearly this type of a spectacle, in all of the most positive definitions of that, has to have come from some spark somewhere. So please give us that insight, Steve.
Desperation, maybe.
All right.
That's okay, too.
That's okay.
Well, dreams, I think that you make dreams out of the things that you have and not just the things that you're imagining. And you have to start with something. Circus was not something I was expecting when I went to school for musical theater a million years ago. I grew up near New York City, so my folks took me to the shows. I loved them. I loved the way music tells stories. So I'm in New York after school and auditioning for everything anyone would pay me money to do, including like high holy services at the synagogues in Brooklyn, and I'm not Jewish.
Okay. All
So
right.
singing,
Right,
singing
right,
is what I love to do. And so I got a job when I was 22 as the ringmaster of the Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus, which was totally out of left
Small
field.
job.
Well, it's
It's
a
one of the big
company.
ones.
They definitely have thrived on the fact that they're the greatest show on earth, and so that's the impression they've struck, and they have such a long history until they closed in 2017. And so in the years after that, I will always have those incredible memories with me, but I kind of faced reality when I got done with that after 5 years of touring Ringling. I'm like, where do you go after that?
Right.
I just don't really know. So I'm going to skip over some rough times there. There was the loss of a house and a bankruptcy that finalized in 2008. There was a divorce. this too much information,
No,
people?
no.
This is life.
This is like,
And it's real.
It's fantastic.
it's like we're old friends.
So the deal is that there I was at some of the lowest moments of my absolute life, when you're absolutely on your knees and you've lost what you feel like is everything. And I thought to myself, well, I can either just give up, or I can start some other dream, some other thing. Mm-hmm. This is where it began. In 2013, I made a 1 minute, 16-second video that basically took a little musical production number, and I staged a circus around it inside of a rented tent with a bunch of friends and anyone I could convince to come and do this thing. And I basically just shot a video where this is the circus that I would love to do. I made this video, and initially the first person to bite was the LA County Fair in Pomona, California. And they give you, a daily fee to do a show. And I don't have to worry about any marketing or anything like that. But it was my first opportunity to actually get a show up on its feet. And it was a 30-minute outdoor show. There was literally like bike railing next to this little 10 by 20 tent that looks very much like the one that we perform in right now, only it's tiny.
Right.
Just big enough for the performers to hide inside of.
Wow.
And come out and do their cues in front.
Wow.
And this was the very first Venardos Circus production. It was 2014. It was 120 degrees in the shade. We did like 4 or 5 performances a day outside of this fair. And so we started slowly trying to put the thing up and find a way to sell tickets, miserably at first, but always or never with a loss of enthusiasm.
Right, of course.
I'm like, we've gotten this far. We've got to keep going. So 2017, we did our first engagement actually in St. Augustine, and with a small grant they gave us that needed to be contributed toward marketing. We actually put it at the amphitheater in St. Augustine, which is an amazing venue.
Nice, yeah,
and that's
right.
a very unproven thing to be at this place, even if it was in the parking lot. It was a huge boost, and it showed us we could actually do this, and it could actually work. The true magic and what has I think catapulted, because in such a short time so much has grown and changed, has been us connecting with communities. And people say that stuff like, yeah, what does that mean? We've created now, and Winter Garden is one of them, St. Augustine is another great example. This is our 4th year here.
I know.
Which is an incredible, the fact that is happening from where we were to now selling out across an engagement. We're bringing thousands of people through this place.
You're a big deal.
From nothing. And it really comes down to the strength of making an emotional connection with the community here that they want to come back. And here's another wrinkle, because you guys are realtors, and things change, are cyclical, but I believe in the power of community as being something that can sustain itself across any kind of schism in the market and those kind of emotions that drive people to do things. Boyd Development is actually they're the folks who own this commercial area here. They've been wonderful to us. They also give us a spot. Set up your circus.
Awesome.
We've got water here they give us. We're doing our own generator, but they're actually providing the generator, which is another, these ways they're supporting this way. But they have a whole vested interest in the commercial sort of area here, having high quality things that are bringing people back who are then going to touch these local businesses. And when we're successful at that, and I think, I know I want to deliver something that's quality, I think that the evidence that people are coming back to see it means that other people believe that too. And so that becomes something that the community takes ownership of. And you might be amazed, but people who come here to see a thing, they have a great time, they start looking at the property that's right around here.
They do.
And so you might think it's impossible that a little circus could make a difference like that, but and I mean, obviously I'm very passionate about this, and it's come from so much pain that seeing it succeed in these really wonderful ways that are benefiting, we touch all kinds of groups around here, but I love people who live here, who feel like we are part of their home.
You are, and
so
that is.
For that.
We are so grateful for you. When I was a little girl, and I'll make my story quick because I talk a lot too. So you and
it's a lot to cover.
You're amazing. But I remember as a little girl, pre-telephones and handheld gaming gadgets and things like that, you rode in the car with your family and friends, and you would just literally watch the landscape go past, and you would learn that tree means I'm pretty close to Granny's house, or that dip in the road means this. And every Sunday we'd come home from church, my grandmother would drive, and we would go over this overpass, and over to the right was a baseball stadium and a huge parking lot. And you know where I'm going with this, right? And the parking lot, I would have my nose and eyes every single time pressed to the window to see if the tent was there yet.
Oh, really?
Because as a child, you don't really have that concept that you're going to come here every year around the same time.
Yeah.
You just literally every day is its own life.
Yes.
And I remember that. And then the day that I would come back and I would see that it was there was an absolutely glorified day. And here I am many years later, and I still remember that joy and excitement. And so for you to, I'm going to cry, for you to take, your vision and bring it to all the babies here is amazing.
I'm grateful for it. I mean it. I'm so glad that you feel that.
I do.
Because the mothers, they are not just the target of a very center of our bullseye, the people we're marketing to. They're the source of all things. Honestly, my dream, how do you know you made your dream come true? If, when sometime before I shake off this mortal coil, that I'm seeing children who were children, who are now adults with their children.
Yeah.
And we've crossed that barrier. With the 4 and 5 year engagements like this one here, I've seen now kids who are infants who are now talking, people coming back and showing me photos of when they come before. But when that steps into a kind of generational thing, it's so much bigger.
Yeah.
And so I have this community among a small handful of here in Florida that they showed up in a very tender moment of our evolution and gave us the gunpowder to get down the road so we could see it would actually work, and that they, I hope that when they see our little tent that they know that they put it there.
Maybe a little tent, but there's some big magic inside.
Yeah, we're all crying in here, by the way. It's impossible not to feel that.
There's a line in
cool.
the movie Field of Dreams, the thrill of the grass. Well, there's the thrill of the tent, and we feel that when we drive by and see your tent.
I'm glad you do.
So
you
it's
guys
a
feel
gift.
it?
Yeah,
Watching?
It's a gift that you give to our community, so we appreciate it. But here's the most important thing. It's not the most. No, what you said is the most important thing. Here's the most important thing to wrap things up, because you have an interview you got to go do.
Yes, thank you.
How do I get tickets? When are your show times? How do I find out about you?
LiveYourCircusDream.com.
Perfect.
Because people can't spell Vanardos. It's my whole life. That's the deal. Live Your Circus Dream, we got tickets. We're here until the 11th in Winter Garden, and then we go to St. Augustine for 3 weeks. I think start the 16th, go to the 1st of January, New Year's. So there's lots of activity there, and I'll be there, I'm sure, in between and then after St. Augustine in the area as we prep for next year's tour. And a new tent.
Woo-hoo!
So this is the last time this tent will appear in Winter Garden or St. Augustine. It's going to have the same magic. It'll be about 15 feet taller, so more space for really dynamic aerial acts in the middle. And we're going to improve the seating. And I think all these things, like I said, that you made it happen.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Well, make sure you frame a piece of that tent. Don't just...
don't worry.
Right? I'm sure you got some big plans for that.
We'll be in some special hands.
You know that we appreciate you, but would you please extend our sincere, heartfelt gratitude for all of those artists and performers and technicians and roadies and everyone. People in the theater understand it's not just about that star that gets that spotlight on them.
Oh, for sure.
And
it's actually 15 people. You might be surprised. 15 people on the ground. I have a smattering of people work remotely, but 15 people make the entirety of this operation happen. We put up the tent, we perform the shows, we tear it down, we move to the next place.
Amazing.
Nice.
Well, you guys are truly spectacular.
Thank you so much.
And we love you for sharing that spectacle with us.
Love you right back.
All right, guys. I know you got to go get busy.
Yes.
So
all right.
thank you.
Bye-bye, guys.
We're going to cry now again. All right, bye. It was so lovely to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. All right, sweet. You don't blow it up?
No, I mean, absolutely.
Okay. You didn't know how to blow it up.
I'm old. We had a quick edit there. Okay. So they're going to see you say, we have to keep talking? No. So we had a quick edit there.
Yeah. We had to say goodbye properly.
Amy had to wipe her tears
Oh my
away.
gosh.
Here's the thing. You're such a softie, but it isn't. That is inspiring.
Oh.
That is inspiring. Many you may know if you watch us on Sunday Drive, we have an entertainment background. And so his story was so interesting to us because we know that feeling of where's my next show? What am I going to do? And there's a point in every entertainer's life where you say, what am I going to do with my life? And so he built this thing. And so that was truly a heartfelt thing from us.
Yeah.
To hear him talk, and you can tell he just really cares about it and loves it.
So passionate about it.
Like, it's just, it's true. When you think about the thrill of the tent, it's just, when you see that tent up, it's a big deal. So I would imagine they'll be back next year. Now, I think they're going to build a Sam's Club there or something. So they need a new field.
We'll find them a spot.
There'll be
for
a spot.
sure.
It'll be our house if we anyway. So, hey, so we talked to Kevin beforehand, and we're like, so we're going to ask you just a couple of quick questions. But the story of how'd you build the circus was long enough for the Sunday drive, so I think we're good.
I think we're good, but
I know.
My gosh.
Well, and what I'll do is I'm going to edit that down a little bit, but we'll show a little more on Coffee Time.
Sure.
We'll take a little piece of that on Coffee Time.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And there's Kevin.
And there's the sign. There's Kevin. Love it.
And then, so we'll do that. We'll show. I mean, because I think what we talked his story.
Whoop.
Whoop. And there we go. The magic of television. It's still recording. But hold on. Yeah, it's just pulling there. I got unsticky. It's TV magic, everyone. Okay, there we go. That's called skills.
High class.
So I edited that, but the camera fell down. Anyway. So we'll show a little more on Coffee Time, but also on Coffee Time, we have Senior Artistic Director of Cirque du Soleil
and our dear
Tim Smith.
Did I blow it?
Yeah, that's okay. I was going to set it up like, how did we get such a thing? It's my college roommate. And Amy's dear friend from like other things. They did shows together. He didn't catch her one time on stage, and she fell off the back. We'll ask him about that too. So if you're watching this on Sunday, tomorrow on Coffee Time, we'll have more with Kevin, and we'll have Tim Smith from Cirque du Soleil in Las Vegas, and we'll talk about Drawn to Life over at Disney because it's Circus Week.
It is Circus Week.
That's my Circus Week fetish.
All right,
wrap it up. Hey there, hi there, ho there.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. Okay. All right, guys. Seriously, thank you so much for watching. As always, you know this. Say it with me, guys. Please stay safe, stay well. Remember, we love you, and happy house hunting.